In this video, I'm going to be installing the rear cats in this 2008 Nissan Xterra. Should be basically the same from 2005 to 2015. So I'm going to take out the old cats. I'm going to install new oxygen sensors as well. I'll put a link in the description down below on where I got the cats. And we're going to get this thing back on the road. Close view of the kit, and as you can see, the inside is kind of spiraled. It is very sharp inside, and as you loosen or you turn counterclockwise, that's where the spiral action comes in, and those flutes kind of dig into the nut and they don't let go. And once you get your nut off, you will have to kind of pound it out of this extractor because it is going to be in there very tight. Now at this point, you want to compare your old converter to the new one and make sure all the bolt holes are basically the same. Alright, so now at this point I've got the new converter all bolted in on the passenger side. I've got the O2 sensor plugged in. Now it's time to go ahead and go to the driver's side. Break out the blowtorch. I could not get the nuts broke loose. Heated up the nuts for probably about a minute. They weren't red hot, but they were very close, and then was able to break them loose. Here I've got that driver's side cat out. That was kind of a pain in the butt because the studs on the flange on this side, you don't have much room for your ratchet, so I couldn't get as much force on it, so that's why I had to heat up the nuts on this side. This is the driver's side, so I just have them laying side by side, kind of just checking out that the bolt pattern looks like it's going to line up pretty good. Looks like the flanges on the new one are a little bit thicker than the original Nissan. And you also just make sure that you have the correct driver's side O2 sensor with the green plug. Alright, so I've got the rear cats all bolted up and installed. I have the O2 sensor in place. And then you're also going to clip that O2 sensor wire into a little hole on that bracket to keep it away from the drive shaft. And this project's pretty much complete. Now I only use NTK O2 sensors, and I always label them right, left, passenger, driver, so you don't get them confused when you're installing them. The numbers are going to be close together, but you're also going to have color-coded harnesses. Now if you live down south, I am jealous because you probably don't have those extremely rusty bolts. I have to heat them up, use nut extractors, do whatever it takes to get rusty nuts and bolts off vehicles here in the northern Midwest. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.